Mateo the Star Drake looked like a cub next to Aurelia, barely the size of her claws, on top of which rested her sleeping head. The 3 star gods immediately dropped to their right knee, hands clasped across their chests. "Relax, younglings. She does not see you." Mateo looked with grief upon his lady, her eyes closed. Nurin stepped forward. "Is she—" "No, she has not perished, thank the ancients. She sleeps. From a slumber we are not able to wake her. My brethren have reached out to the drakes of the wind, earth, beasts, and spirits, and it is the same among all our lords and ladies. They slumber, apparently unaware of the world around them, and unable to re-enter it. And without the flight of the dragons, the magic cannot be restored." Stepia looked at Mateo. "Without the magic?" "Yes, the drakes will perish, as will all magical beings." Elluin slowly rose from his knee. "We won't let that happen, Mateo. There has to be a way to wake the dragons and return the magic." Mateo looked with calm yet resigned sadness towards Elluin. "Aurelia always said that the magic was a gift, freely given to Elluin from her and her siblings, but she never told us what allowed them to give this gift. And though we drakes lived for hundreds of years, the start of the magic reigns was before our time, and we know not its source." Elluin paused for a long moment before saying softly, "There are ones older than the dragons. The primordials. They would know." Mateo's eyes narrowed in rage as he bellowed, "You will not speak their name in the house of Aurelia!" The stars around them briefly dimmed as Mateo's roar echoed. "They were imprisoned because they can't be trusted. They will not help you unless you release their shackles. And that will not be done, Elluin of the Star God." Elluin met Mateo's gaze, unflinching, and responded, "Mateo of the First Constellation, right hand of Our Lady, what other options do we have? Our order has searched through all the scrolls of our libraries, and we have been left wanting for an answer. Elluin is doomed if we do nothing. 'Tis not better to risk a broken future than no future at all." Mateo stared for a long moment at the man in front of him. Aurelia had once described the humans as the best and worst of everything. They were rash, impulsive, and more often than not downright stupid. And their lives were depressingly short, winks of existence. Yet, something that stirred eternally in their hearts was hope for a better tomorrow. Perhaps it was the result of their short lives. They never lived long enough to gain true knowledge, and the burden that brought. Releasing the primordials might bring back the magic, but Mateo knew with it so much loss and pain. He looked up at the constellations, and his eyes lingered on the first one, his title and birthright, Vergunta in the Drake's tongue, which loosely translated as the first laugh after tears, but in the common speech it was simply known as hope. Mateo had hatched from his egg after the war with the primordials had concluded, and he was born into a broken, sad world. However, he did not come out of his egg mewing or crying as most newborn drakes do. No, as his head broke through the shell, he barked out a laugh at the world. The first laugh heard since the devastation of the war. And with that laugh, hope was restored to that hurt land. And once again, hope was all they had. Matteo sighed and gave his blessing to the 3 humans in front of him, and prayed it would be enough.